Alright, Konami, you have my attention. I see you. I see what you're doing. So my favorite card is Gate Guardian. What does Konami do? They go and make Gate Guardian support. And I was like, alright, this is really cool. This is among one of my favorite cards you guys have ever printed, and you just gave it modern support. That's really dope. I love that. I thought it was a one-off thing. They're not going to do it very often. Then, I wait a little bit longer, and then guess what? They do Flame Swordsman support. And I was like, okay, this is a little bit suspicious, because Flame Swordsman is also in my top 10. But I assume most Yu-Gi-Oh players would say the same on some degree, at least top 20. You know what I mean? It's Flame Swordsman. It's really cool, iconic. It was dope. I didn't play that one as much because he's not as big of a thing that I like. So recently, I took a hiatus from Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I'm coming back and I'm all excited. I'm loving it. I'm vibing. I'm doing my thing. And then I see out of nowhere, because I'm not very in touch with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space as much anymore because I'm working, living, doing life things. I see on my feed on Reddit, the greatest place you can ever be, Pumking, the King of Ghosts support. If you don't know me, you don't. You probably don't. You're probably seeing this and you're like, I don't know who you are. Well, hi, I'm Owl, and my very favorite monster ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Pumking, the King of Ghosts. No, not because of the TCG version, but because I was a little nerd as a kid and all I played was Duelist of the Roses. That was my shit right there, okay? I loved that game. I played it so much. And the Great Moth, I really loved playing with that one because it decreased all the monsters on the field, like their attack points, whatever. But then I loved Pumking, the King of Ghosts, because he beefed up all of your zombies. It was so cool, so iconic, and it just felt really fun to play. So I was very surprised to see that Konami is actually making support for Pumking, the King of Ghosts. Now, what are they doing? Well, we got a new field spell right here. This field spell, it looks interesting. It's around Call of the Haunted, so it helps search out Call of the Haunted, it seems like. And you can get 3 of them on the board at once. Apparently, according to them, we don't have the actual card yet, so this is just them describing it to us. And then it powers them all up also. So apparently it sends a card from your opponent's deck to the grave. Cool. Interesting. I'm down to try it. And we're getting Ectoplasmic Fortification. Very cool. This one really hypes me up because it reminds me a lot of Duelist of the Roses in terms of like beefing zombies up. That was always my thing. I love the idea of strengthening your undead army, like just making them really strong. So apparently this card is going to power up their attack points, not their defense, which I really, really love. It's just so on par with what it should do. And apparently it draws a card for every Call of the Haunted you control, so that could be up to 3 cards. That's not too shabby. For playing a really bad card like Call of the Haunted, I think it's a good trade-off. It allows you draw power, whatever, and apparently if you get it turn 1, you can still use it. So from Ectoplasmic, apparently it is you can grab a field spell or a level 6 zombie. And as you know, Pumking, the King of Ghosts, is a level 6 zombie. I don't know if we're going to get a new printing of Pumking somehow, but the old one is not very good. In the TCG, it's just not. Apparently, if I would have just read a little bit further, I would have read that they are printing a new Pumking, King of Ghosts. Hey, Owl. Read. So apparently you can reveal it and discard a card to set Call of the Haunted from your deck, and then you can activate that Call of the Haunted the same turn. And when the new U is summoned, the new Pumking, King of Ghosts, it summons another level 6 zombie from the deck. They do some filler. They're like doing some anime shit in this. I don't know. And now you got 2 level 6s on the board, which before they said it in the text, I was already assuming XYZ. It's got to be XYZ, right? Yes, it is a new XYZ. They show the art. I think that's the art for the XYZ. I am so excited. I can't explain to you guys. This new monster protects all zombies from being targeted with effects. And when it's XYZ summoned, it adds Call of the Haunted or anything else that mentions it from your deck to your hand. Like Man with the Mark from Maze of Master. Also, you can detach one material from the XYZ to return 2 cards anywhere on the field to the hand. This is really interesting. It's a good way to pick at your opponent's board and pick at your own board. I like it. This XYZ card seems so fun. I cannot wait to try it out. They show more art of like more Joey monsters that are now zombified. They say, did you see the Legion of the Not So living around here? Oh, here it is. A rank 7 XYZ monster that you can rank up into. It can attach... Wait, what? It can attach an opponent's monster to itself from their field or graveyard as material. As a quick effect. Okay, alright, we're cooking. We're cooking, baby. So that's all they say. That is literally it. That's all the info they give us as of right now. And I think this is a TCG exclusive, so we'll just have to wait. It's going to come out in February. It's a while away, but I'm so beyond excited. I had to talk about it with you guys. They got Dark Haribo, Dark Magician of Destruction, Timaeus the United Magical Dragon, Illusion Gate, Chronicle Sorceress, the Manifested Makanko. They got a ton of stuff in this set. I literally couldn't be more excited for a Yu-Gi-Oh product ever. But we gotta wait now. I got nothing to do but to wait. Hopefully you enjoyed the more unhinged video. I enjoyed making it. It was very fun. I enjoyed myself. Hope you guys have a great day. And subscribe. Yes, subscribe. Seriously. Go look down. Subscribe. If you want more unhinged content, I will look at how many people subscribe from this video and then I'll make more. Okay, bye.